Trying out these soft beds here. John is a little bit better at this game than I am. Yeah, John is a little bit better at this game than me. Like I'm pretty fucking bad at this right now. So while my friend cleans up a little bit, let me go show you a little bit of this area. This area has a little temple that's pretty cool looking. Curiously, as many crazy fucking gnarly spiders as I've seen near the house, I have not seen any fucking insane spiders in this area yet. I did actually see a cat run over there earlier. So yeah, my trip to Japan is almost over. I got like 5 days left here. And unfortunately, like I said, I've spent most of my time sick. It's been boy, what a fucking disappointment, dude. To say it's been a disappointment would be a fucking understatement. But you know, that's the life of a sick person, you know what I mean? What am I gonna do? So yeah, this neighborhood has this little shrine here. There's like a park, or not sort of a park. There's like a little river going down that way. That's really nice, but not gonna, walk all the way over there. But let's look up this shrine. I was thinking about this last time. What would you compare this culturally to, like in America? And I guess there are churches in America. And some churches are quite, for lack of a better word perhaps, spectacular looking, but I feel like this is a little more interesting. Maybe it's interesting because it's something new to me, but I think it's a little more aesthetically pleasing than huge churches, I guess. But I guess it's just because this is just like a little neighborhood. It's just like a temple thing here. I think that's pretty cool. Lots of neighborhoods have little temples, from what I understand. I've only checked out a few of them, but that's generally about it, I guess. Yep, that's it, dudes. Anyway, just another example. So here's what it looks like. It's pretty good. Pretty small, kind of like a lot of things in Japan, but it tastes pretty good. So here's the shrimp fillet. I didn't get to try this last time. I tried just the teriyaki McBurger, and they actually have a spicy whatever the fuck it's called now, so I'll have to try that next time, but let me see what this thing tastes like. And it's really, like I said, it's really a shock to me as an adult when you just see randomly we're just walking around a store and there's just randomly a small arcade, man. It's just, I don't know, it's really weird. Okay, look, the Final Fantasy dungeon returns. Get your friends going there. Maybe that's where all the cats are hanging out because I never see them anywhere. So the one thing in Japan that is actually not as cheap as other countries is, I feel like, fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables tend to be more in Japan, food-wise. Of course, the quality is much better, but you are going to pay more for fruits and vegetables in Japan. I have not seen any of those. What don't they have like $1,000 grapes? I have not seen any of that though, but those kind of things do exist in Japan. All right, so this thing is supposedly awesome. I'll break my little eggy wiggy, and let's see how this actually tastes. Stop because it's steaming hot. Wait a second. And fighting games gay, dude. And this is mine. Obviously not quite that beautiful, but whatever. It tastes pretty good actually. So this is the okonomiyaki, the Japanese style pancake place. We have our like feet down here, and we're gonna be making the food here. This is a pretty fun thing to go Japanese wise, I guess. I think if you're a tourist, right? And it's like good value. It's pretty cool. I'll show you guys how it works in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna do this slow because my form was fucked up. My form was fucked up last time. But anyway, first you mix this shit, then we're gonna put it on this thing, and then you gotta let it burn, and you flip it. And well, if you have skill, it's pretty good afterwards. We won't show him. We won't show this secret ninja person I'm with. But see, put it on there, and now he's gonna. Well, let's watch. He's gonna pat it down. I'm gonna fucking yell at it, call it a dirty whore. Okay. So now I'll give you a little spank. At some of the places they actually make this for you, but we'll show how bad I am at doing this. Let's see the flipping skills. Much better than I'm gonna do. Yeah, you do. You know, you do it for me. I'll film you. No, we already know it's not gonna go well for me. You saw that shit? You gotta do it with some authority. Alright, dude. Tell me that. That shit. Dude, it already fucked up. Look at that bitch. Oh, failure. It's okay. You know what? Let's see if you can see how dark it is over there. Towards. Let's see where we are. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway. I can go out like this. Fuck it, dude, right? Here's an example of how close the fucking... Yeah, basically, roads are all one way, so you gotta wait for one person to move out of the way so you can fucking go. It's pretty crazy. So they just randomly, while we're walking at the store, have a eyeglass cleaner. And this guy is so spoiled here, he thinks that's a common thing in America. Like, what the... what the fuck? No. I feel like it's so crazy being in Japan where there's just all this anime stuff just in regular stores. Just walking around, hey, regular store, anime shit all over. Just what a fucking culture shock, right? I guess it's getting pretty popular to be, maybe it's been pretty popular to be a nerd in America even now for a while, but still pretty crazy to me. No matter where I go, there are no cats. No matter what city I walk around, there. Well, someone's got their Christmas lights on already in there, but still no cats. Where are they? Anyway, yeah. Half hour took me about 3 hours. This was, what a fucking terrible day. I mean, I've been sick all day too, so. Okay, so you would not believe the fucking day that I had, right? So, I basically got lost in the city today, and I got totally butt fucked. Constantly, right? Because first of all, I forgot to bring the cord to my phone charger, right? And even when my phone was working for a while, the GPS kept getting fucked up on it. I kept getting lost because the GPS kept... I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the GPS, but it was ridiculous. The GPS just kept fucking up. It's fucking terrible, right? So, none of that worked. So eventually I did find those pancakes, which is cool, but it took me a long time to find pancakes. Anyway, eventually I'm like, okay, My GPS is fucking up, right? I'm gonna go home early because I don't trust this thing. Well, holy fuck, dude. Fuck me. Fuck, boner up my butthole on a Sunday, dude. I don't, it's just. Oh my god. I don't even know where I fucking start, dude. What a fucking hellacious fucking day today was. So, I'm trying to get home with this GPS that has been fucking with me all day. Anyway, basically, long story short, whatever the fuck the saying is, somehow multiple trains got canceled. Like, all this train is getting canceled, so I had to get off the train, like, okay, I don't know where the fuck I'm going even more now. I tried to find the next train. That train got canceled. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And I tried to call my friend. I'm like, dude, what's going on? He's like, dude, that is like, I've never heard of like 2 trains getting like stopped. I'm like, well, it just fucking happened. I'm trying to find, anyway. Then I'm on this other train and there's a problem with it. So it goes past the station that I'm supposed to go at. And then it gets canceled. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on, dude, right? So then I'm like, well, it just fucking happened. I'm trying to find, anyway. Then I'm on this other train and there's a problem with it. So it goes past the station that I'm supposed to go at. And then it gets canceled. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on, dude, right? So then, let's just say what should have been a half hour to get home took me 3 hours. It was fucking awful. And I tried asking people for help at some point, and it's funny because I tried asking this one girl for help. I'm like, oh, can you help me? And I said in Japanese. And she was so surprised. She looked at me like a deer in headlights, and she's like, and then she did like the porno thing. You see her, that Asian girl getting fucked in the porno, and she's just like, ooh, she just did that to me. And I was like, what does that mean? And I was like speaking to her in Japanese. She's like, ooh. And I was like, oh God, this is not a good sign, right? So, and I tried asking like the train station attendants too, right? And I'm talking to them in Japanese. The first guy seemed helpful. He's like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, this is it. I'm like, thank you very much, blah, 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 blah. I get on the train. This is one of those trains. I don't even know, it's like, I'm an idiot even with trains in America. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad at myself for not understanding. Like, was my Japanese not good enough to understand? I mean, he pointed the train to me. He like put me on it. And then just like, am I mad at myself? I don't even know who to fucking blame for all this bullshit. And even at one point I tried asking some guy. Another train story played because they kept putting me on the wrong trains were either getting canceled or they're putting me on the wrong train. I asked another guy. And I'm like, Inagi, oh, Jesus Christ. Inagi made do yatte ikimasu ka? You know what I mean? And so I started speaking to them in Japanese, right? And so then, I'm talking to this train station attendant, and he starts talking real fast about what for me to do. And because I think it was like, sometimes when I try to speak Japanese, people think I can speak Japanese like well, I think. And he started speaking so.
But interesting to try. How about that? All right, dudes. I'm gonna try all this. I don't even know. Dude, I'm so fucking sick and tired this whole trip. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm going to. I'm about to try these fucking Kit Kats.
And first we have the fucking chestnut. The chestnut Kit Kat. Let's see how the chestnut Kit Kat tastes. Let's see how it tastes. What is it?
So apparently in Japan, from what I understand, a lot of times they give Kit Kats as a kind of like a good luck charm or something. So you might write something on here like, hopefully you get your dick sucked today. Hopefully she's got some big lips. Whatever you're trying to do. It's white, I guess. Here we go, guys. Itadakimasu. I don't know if it makes me think of chestnuts per se. It's okay, I guess. Let's move on to the big boys. We got some sake Kit Kats, and I actually got a couple flavors of it, so let's try this. Okay, now this one, dude, this one actually has a strong smell. Wow, dude, cool. This actually, wow, dude, this has a strong smell. Let's see how this one tastes. Huh. Okay, so I definitely didn't get a dick sucking. I didn't like it, but I'll tell you what, it does taste very different. So that's interesting to taste. The rest of the box is for a souvenir for other people. I don't care about it, but hey, it tasted different, so that's kind of fun. And the final one, dudes. Again, this one doesn't like this one. That one had a super strong smell, but this one not as much again. Huh. Yeah, you can, this one tastes different too. So, I would compare this to, when I was a kid, they used to, well, I'm sure they still do, they had Butterfingers, right? And, do you remember, there's this, like, old person grandma candy, and it's like a chocolate wafer, and it kind of tastes like a bad Butterfinger, but it's like something old that, like, your grandma or grandpa would eat. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Kind of reminds me of that kind of that kind of old people candy or candy bar that your grandma or grandpa ate that kind of tasted like a Butterfinger, but like a bad one. That's kind of what I'm getting out of these. I wouldn't get it again. Interesting to try. I don't think I would get it again though. Or I guess I didn't get it. A secret KBI agent who kills gaijins gave it to me. Okay, so I'm gonna try this Russian candy. I met this random like fucking KBI fucking Russian agent while I was in Japan. Apparently she spends her time killing foreigners, but she gave me some chocolate, so I'm gonna try it. Okay, I'm gonna try this little baby one. You know, certain things, like depending on the aesthetics, it makes it look more pleasing. I don't know why, but looking at this baby's face kind of makes this look like, I'm afraid it's gonna be like an old people candy, or it's gonna be like really gross, but let's see. It's a little wafer. Let's try it. It's kind of like a Kit Kat, but like an old people Kit Kat. Okay, let's try how the airplane, and I'm assuming that's how you say airplane in Russian, and that is Call me Bully New Note. Wait, this has got some minty cream in it, maybe? Well, I don't know what the fuck I would say that tastes like, but that is an original taste. Do you want to try any of this?
I would try it with chocolate.
Here we got some fucking bears, and the bears one is called 170 Lychee Booby Umi Booby. Okay. Here's the bear candy. We're going to give this to my anonymous guest, and he can give us his review later. Well, I tried the other ones. I think, was it Airplane? I'm going to say Airplane was the best one, I guess, if I had to do it.